Hey everyone, and welcome to my chaotic mess. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and it's the moment that most of y'all have been waiting for. But before I get started, I need to put a disclaimer out there. My house is not clean. Normally, when I do my house tours, my house is extremely clean, everything's put in place. But this year has been a rough year for me. And so you're just gonna have to remember we live here. I'm basically disabled and just doing my best each day. So, that being said, I'm doing the intro inside because the neighbor's mowing and his lawnmower needs greased or something. It's making this really loud, shrilly sound every time he turns. And anyway, let's get started. I'm going back out to start the tour. So, another thing. You guys remember last year? I can't remember if it was before the tour or after the tour, but that we rearranged things. Yeah, that happened again. So if you're thinking back to the decorate with me and you're like, nah, that wasn't there, it's because we rearranged things. So it's all gonna just be a little bit different. And that's just because we like to prepare for Christmas when we have the time. And with us going on vacation in a couple weeks, we're going on a family vacation to Gatlinburg. All right, and I don't want to make this intro any longer than it has to be, but I am interrupting real quick because we are going to Gatlinburg. We did check with our Airbnb, whatever we booked through, I don't remember, but we did check with them. They said that everything looks good and everything in town is open. We were a little worried because of the damage that was done by Hurricane Helene, and if we would have had to, cancel our trip or whatever, or even if we just went in the and stayed in the cabin the whole week, we would have been fine. We just really wanted to make sure there was some place for us to go. That being said, I say that a lot, I know. I do want, to put this out there. Please, whatever you're doing, whatever you believe in, whether it's prayer, thoughts and prayers, or, you know, um, sorrow prayers, whatever. Um, whether it's well wishes, whatever you believe in, send that out to everyone affected by this hurricane because it devastated so many places, not just Florida. It devastated places in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. It's just amazing the damage the storm did. I mean, I mean, thinking back to just Florida though, Adalia was just, I don't remember, but a lot of those places that were hit again by Helene had just rebuilt after Adalia, and now, or I'm sorry, Adalia, and now everything is gone. Like Cedar Key is basically non existent at this point. It wrecked Cedar Key. And I'm sure there's a lot of other places around Cedar Key it wrecked that I just am not familiar with, but like it wrecked Cedar Key. And so I can only speak to Cedar Key and everything else that I've been watching, via YouTube videos or, you know, news things that pop up on Facebook because I don't have cable and I honestly don't watch the news because I just don't want that negativity in my life. So I try to not watch bad things, but it's just devastating the things that hurricanes can do. And I kind of had a glimpse of it from Ian because we didn't get completely destroyed in my neck of the woods, but there are a lot of parts of town that did get destroyed, and it just it's crazy. It's you would think that they would figure out a way to make buildings stronger. Like, we are so scientific right now, but we can't figure out ways to make buildings like basically hurricane proof. I mean, come on. That's I'm not trying to make the excuse, but like, why is it we can build so many things, but we can't put our minds, our money, and our research into helping people keep their homes from a disaster just completely taking it? I mean, I get flooding is inevitable because doors, but it's so much easier to recover from a flooded home than a home that just gets washed away. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll shut up now. Let's get back. We're trying to get everything done beforehand because when we get back, we have a week. I think a week, maybe a week and a half before I decorate for Christmas. So we're trying to just get everything up to where we need it to be now. So anyway, we're going outside. Sorry for the long intro.
I met an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. I met a young man, searching for glory. I took out a notepad and wrote in my story. Then I kept walking on down the road. When your time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note and takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. When you grow up you'll be fine. I know what's on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers, and you'll find what you've got.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the It's kinda quiet in my room right now without you, and I couldn't really make you stay, so what to do? I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the
All right, now before we do the nighttime one, which I have to wait for it to be dark, but I'm going to show you everything that's new this year, which isn't a lot, and some of the stuff we may not have next year. Like, for example, these scarecrow things. I got those off of Temu, and I don't know if they are going to survive, but we will see. They were cheap, so it's not that big of a deal. Everything else out here I've had, so if you're interested in where I got it from, feel free to go to last year's home tour, because I go in depth with every product that we had last year. All right, sorry it was loud out there. I'll try to stop yelling. All right, over here, this we got at Big Lots. I might have showed it to you after the fact in like a cleaning video or a haul video. This is a cow that almost caused a war at Christmas because my cousin her friend makes them, and I think my cousin paints them. Anyway, needless to say, I wanted this damn cow. My mother-in-law took it in the white elephant gift, and I guess my cousin made her a panda for her birthday, and so she gave me the cow, which, whatever. I wanted that, like, anyway, I'm not going to go into it. Let's just say I wasn't very happy at the white elephant gift that she took that from me when she doesn't even like cows. Anyway, everything else here, I've shown before. This pumpkin, I will leave the link to my cousin's Etsy shop for you below. She does carved pumpkin, like fake pumpkins that just look amazing. She does a lot of different things. I think mainly on her site you're going to see like dolphins and sea turtles, stuff like that, Floridian life things. But I'm pretty sure if you message her and tell her, hey, I saw on Melissa's video that you do a happy fall y'all type situation, that she'd probably be more than happy to make it for you. You have to remember they're custom made, so she I don't even know if she has her site still open, to be honest with you, but if she still has it open, I will link it below because I know she has a separate site for her art, and I don't know if she combined the custom pumpkins on there or if she left the custom pumpkins on Etsy. So I'll let you know. I will mention this probably every year as long as it's available, like something you can still get. I will link that just because it's not something you just go to the store and buy. Everything there we've had. I didn't get a lot of new things this year. We got these new, if they are still available, from the person that sold them to me on Amazon, because you know Amazon's full of different people now. So if they're still available, I will link it below, but you can probably find something extremely similar, if not the exact same thing, if you just search them yourself. But I got those off Amazon. We had those last year. My husband got them off Temu. All right, and I think the only other thing that's new are the Mickey and Minnie pumpkin heads. And I told you guys the story of this in the haul, but in case you didn't watch that haul, I originally had the big ones like Stitch, the cookie jars, but I like Stitch has nothing in him. Nothing. Usually I put candy in him, but because I put him on the windowsill instead of like over there where I originally planned, he has nothing in him. So I didn't need 3 cookie jars. So we just have Stitch. And I don't normally do Halloween. So in the future, all the Halloween will be in my office. My office I will decorate for Halloween because I do have some Halloween things, but I don't have a lot. And like certain things like this, my mom painted this. We went to a craft thing, like one of those paint your own craft things, and my mom painted that. I will never get rid of that because my mom painted it. So I will also be very devastated if anything happens to it. But I think until I get like my office, like the background that I want for my office, and as long as we live here and I don't have the background that I want for my office, anyway, I'm trying not to talk so much. I might need to find another ceramic thing here. I didn't have anything in my tote that would match anything that's up here. So I put the ghost up here, and he matches the Halloween vibes, but he doesn't really match the ceramic vibes, which like I could say this is from some Disney movie. I don't know. I could think of something. Halloween Town, isn't that Disney? So it's a witch's hat. Hocus Pocus. Well, they don't wear witch's hats in Hocus Pocus. So, but I could figure something out and just say it's from that movie, right? But yeah. Anyway, needless to say, Halloween will be in my office in the future when we get it set up the way I want it set up. I think that's it for the new things. Yeah, that's it for the new things. So stay tuned for the night tour. Yeah. Wow, so this video is only 6 minutes shorter than last year's video. I thought for sure it would be a lot shorter for where I do the inside tour, like the talking part where I point out the items, because last year I literally went over every single item. I'm pretty sure I did. So I will have that linked at the end, like in the end screen. It will be one of the options you can click on. So anyway, I just need to slow down sometimes. I didn't do a lot of talking in this video. I mainly like to do music in my home tours, like when I'm doing this aesthetic part, because just because it's more cinematic, whatever. But I didn't do an outro, so this is your outro. So I do want to thank everyone so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite part of the house tour. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. I promise I will try to do better. Thanks, guys.
Every brick and stone could wear a blindfold.